do a weird one. Oh my God, this story. Okay, well, anyway, like obviously, this is kind of an obviously moment, but when you see it actually gathering traction, and then you wonder, we were talking about the different realities that people live in with their information, how they get it, which pieces of software and social media is involved, and which nations are involved in that social media and the spreading of that information. And then you add to it AI, and then you add to it, it's like a crazy concoction. You add to it deep fakes, and you add to it, and you're just pouring it all in to this giant stew, disgusting stew,
it's
actually.
Labeled misinformation.
It's just, well, all of it. It's all information.
Or misinformation.
That's
the pot.
It's just data.
Yeah.
It's just data. It's not necessarily misinformation. It's just, if things are cloudy enough, it creates a ripe environment for that to happen.
Yeah.
But it needs to be mixed with actual information, or the starting point can be actual information before it gets all moldy inside your pot. In this case, you have an interview with Rogan, and I actually am not sure who his guest was at this moment. I didn't catch this episode, but he had a guest on, and somebody has taken this conversation and then deep faked basically an angle to that conversation that never happened. And then this particular clip was on TikTok, and it gathered, at least at this point, around 5 million views, I think. And anyway, you can totally play this clip right now, and you can see
there's a category of supplements that are very interesting, work very well to increase testosterone by about 100 to 200 points.
Well, look, that Alpha Grind product that's all over TikTok, if you go to Amazon and you type in libido booster for men, you're going to find it right at the top. And that's because guys are figuring out that it literally is increasing size and making a difference down there.
It stimulates the testes, if you got those, to make more testosterone or estrogen.
Whoa.
So
that's a bit convincing, actually. Just the fast cuts. And
the circle, going to Amazon. If you're
the consistency of talking to the host or the guest.
So that's 5.2 million views. And then people actually went to the person being interviewed on that clip on Twitter, and they were like, "What are you promoting, man?" And then he's like, "This conversation never happened." Because obviously it was deep faked, and they just moved words around, and they used an actual conversation that was sort of close. And then you basically end up with a celebrity endorsement, and then you basically end up selling whatever this product is on Amazon by the boatload, and then you just pump that and promote that. How can you police that?
Libido booster.
And they do it. They have it in such like a casual conversation way. Well, what you do here is you just go over to Amazon, you just type in, and all of a sudden,
very instructive too.
So it was okay. Here we go. The guest on that podcast, Andrew D. Huberman, PhD. He says in reply, they created a false conversation we never had. We were talking about something very different. And the other thing too is there's so much content out there now. Like as far as policing is concerned, there's so much content. And that particular clip, that might be that clip for 5 minutes. And then they got a B tester that comes from a different account, and then a C tester, and then from farms just pumping these different versions. You can't get them down fast enough, like spam.
Yeah. And Rogan is like known for clips as well, right?
Yes. There's tons of clips.
Cutting down his podcast. And
endless supply of content to base these on, to sell your variety of products with your fake endorsements. And for somebody who's just casually scrolling, the other thing is they're susceptible. A person who's just swiping into eternity, into the void on TikTok, they're in this like weird passive state of like not questioning. You're in this bizarre mental space as you're just next, bleh, 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 bleh. And then you just click, okay. You just go to Amazon, okay. Rogan said it, okay.
Yeah, libido booster.
Rogan said it.
Yeah.
Play it again. Play it one more time. I mean, if you're really looking for it, obviously it's there. If you know, and I'm not ordering this off Amazon no matter what, but
very well to increase testosterone by about 100 to 200 points.
Well, look, that Alpha Grind product that's all over TikTok, if you go to Amazon and you type in libido booster for men, you're going to find it right at the top. And that's because guys are figuring out that it literally is increasing size and making a difference down there.
It stimulates the testes, if you got those, and make more testosterone or estrogen.
Is increasing size, and you can tell, like you look for it, you can feel it, right? Yeah. That it's off, but it's, again, it's like, and I, by the way, I'm not surprised by it. It's just, what is the scale? And once they get into promoting it, and we know exposure is cheap on TikTok, once they get into putting it to 50 million instead of 5, and then everybody has to obviously talk about it, and then people's skepticism goes through the roof on pretty much anything anybody's saying ever.
I just hope that people are smart enough to detect it and report it.
I know, but there's such mega incentives for it to continue to improve.
Yeah.
To the extent, and it's one of those ones that's scalable. It's one of those ones, once you figure out the formula, you can make it at a rate that's unfathomable.
Brutal.